All right. Next up is, what is this? Help about XFCE4 terminal. All right. I can go in there and set everything the way I like, or I can get configurations in. This, you agree, is pure Arch. The installation system and the GUI, Calamares, that's something else. What if I want to be in control? There are two ways. Since we have Firefox, we can go to ArcoLinux.info. ArcoLinux.com is good. Why? Because you just jump here. ArcoLinux.info. On the very first page, everything in black, we make you aware, install our ArcoLinux packages on any Arch Linux based distro downloaded here. Let's do it like this. The other option was Ctrl-T and see if you have a yay, see if you have Paru. Paru is available, and then you can, there seems to be something to update, resolving Rust. It wants to update Rust. Ctrl-C. So Paru is available, and I could do this. ArchLinux Tweak. Press number 1, and I'll build it. Other option, I'm going to use that one, is just download this thing. It's a tar ZST, and you know what you can do with a tar ZST. You can just say sudo pacman -u. You install it. You are going to say go for it. And then you have the ArcoLinux Spices application with a big button saying get the ArcoLinux keys and packages. Simple. And it ends with done. Update now. Done. Update now. Now update is a command that we have. Wow, it's available here. Same command. Paru needs to be updated. GTK4, mugshot. Okay, fine. Go for it. That's it. That's all that needs to be updated. But now, sudo pacman -syyuu may not have noticed it, but we have access to all the ArcoLinux repo packages, which is close to 700 packages or something like that. My things to develop are Melt, are Sublime Text 4 to start with. They're all available coming from ArcoLinux. What we want to have is the ArchLinux Tweak Tool, and it's coming straight now from, with a T, straight from us, right? ArcoLinux repo. Not only that, but we have access to the Celtic keyring, right? We have lots of things that we install. We have access to Garuda packages, to Endeavor packages, to XeroLinux packages, and of course to ArcoLinux packages. So a wide variety of sources to install packages from. One of them will probably be successful. So it says here that gives us already 9 challenges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there needs to be, let's hope that is easy to do for me, right? To add number 10 to it. ArchLinux GUI. All right, launching the application. This time I'm going to use the terminal. If there are things, it communicates with me. We've put a lot of effort in communication so that we know when we click something, then we communicate here that's happening, or this error is going to happen. Stuff like that is easier. Any application, best tip ever, any application that does not boot, does not start, started from a terminal. See what it provides. Sometimes there's a switch D or debug or something that you can add to it to get more information. Is it possible to install awesome on this machine. Combo, XFCE, and awesome. Why not? If Pacman has the repos from ArcoLinux, you can get in the configuration of any of our tiling window managers. Awesome just being one of them. All the others are here available. Just with a click you have access to Garuda. All the packages on their repo are now with in your finger. How do you say that? Within your reach is a good expression, right? You can just install it by typing it. sudo pacman -s. All right. So if the keys are in, but that's what we did, right? With the spices, suddenly everything is in. With installation of ArchLinux Tweak Tool, everything is in. And there are other ways to do things. And then you still have this button up here that says install the Tweak Tool, install the keys and the mirrors for ArcoLinux, ZeroLinux, EndeavourOS, and Garuda. Yes. So there's no issue here. This point is just click, install, done. You have Awesome. Awesome has been installed. Okay, quit. Go and have a look. Of course you want to have a look. Log out. Up here. Awesome. Voila. It's available. ATT is for me an alias. Here I have to type it a little bit longer. And off we go again. So there's nothing in the auto start, so there's nothing to delete, simple as that, or you can add stuff if you want to. That's one of the reasons we made this auto start. Sometimes we want things to be there at boot up. It always depends on how the tiling window manager interacts with the auto start folder. Desktops, check. Fixes. Fix the keys is purely a remove databases, remove GPG thing. Well, I can actually show you. Voila, there it is. Removing the Pacman databases, remove this folder, and then you're gonna do what we're supposed to do in ArchLinux. Initialize the keys, and we have a few keys, right? Because of the repositories, we have the ArchLinux keys, the ArcoLinux keys, the ArcoLinux keys, and the EndeavourOS keys. They're all coming in. So it doesn't matter, I can install any of them again, right? So nothing changed really, but now you're sure. If there are issues with keys, and yes, you will have issues on a yearly basis, at least once, twice, 3 times a year at least, then you know, that's the fix key thing. For me, the mainstream is what I think. Oh yeah, before you do anything, you can't do anything here. First you need to close this window. Done, you can close this window. In a tiling window manager, there are a few things you need to remember. Super enter, terminal. Super shift enter, Thunar. Super Q, kill it again. Super shift D, the menu. I am gonna launch Firefox. Firefox has been launched. Super Q by Firefox. And Super X. That's what you need to know. And the rest you learn at your ease. So when I close this one, Super Q, then voila, we're back here, and we can click on the rest. Set mainstream server. That's this. These are one of the best servers for ArchLinux. ArchLinux, right? So voila, it's back. Or you can close this everything. Every thing we touch, we should be able to reset it. So that's this, resetting the mirror list, and everything is back the way it used to be. The original mirror list is back. And then you have to go, of course, you have to see, okay, what is actually the original mirror list? File, open file, and then you go and learn about how does a computer work. etc pacman.d, and in here we have the mirror list, and we make backup files. This is your original one, meaning reset, meaning this will go over this. And what's in here? Our reflector has done his work, his job. That's the configuration it's going to use. You can have a look what's in there. And it says that for me, allworldit.com is the fastest, and then Cyberbits, and then. Okay, sure, I suppose. But I can always change it and say, no, it's going to be my choices, set mainstream. Here is reflector, so we can run it again, reflector. Or we can install rate mirrors if you install it. So we could go to another workspace. Paru was available, so rate mirrors. But since we have now also ArcoLinux available, we can just not build it, just install it. So number 3 and number 1 either will do, same version as you see. I have to watch out for my numlock here. And rate mirrors is now installed. This means if I reload or restart ATT, it's going to look at the world around him and it's going to find, hey, I've got rate mirrors. So I can click it again, and that will be that. This is to get the servers in, and basically we add the Ubuntu server. I know the key server that still works the best today is the Ubuntu server. So we can add that to the list if we want. Grub theme, Vimix, and ATT will reboot automatically. You see what it's doing at the end here. Installing this, installing that. Again, it's necessary to have the ArcoLinux repos, otherwise none of that will work. So remember the wooden frame you had in the beginning of the grub? Well, it's gone away. You're going to apply the Vimix theme. You're going to say, I'm going to go for a bright look. Choose and apply wallpaper. Or you go to any of the wallpapers you have, right? Woo, look at that. Any of the wallpapers you have. And you select it, and you just import the selected image. It's going to be in here in the list. This is EndeavourOS background. This is the Garuda background. And these are just some ideas I had. Just a simple color is actually quite nice. It's set, right? It's done. It's done. We can actually reboot. So restart ATT. No. Quit ATT. Super X. Log out. No. Because we need to get to the grub. We need to really reboot. And then we'll see some colors. So this is now our choice. I do prefer rather a darker background because of the white fonts that we have. But it's entirely up to you. Wallpaper's gone. Wow, where's the wallpaper gone to? Sudo pacman -s. It's pointing to things that we have. Wallpapers. Super Shift Reload. Super Shift R. Reload. So it's back to a wallpaper, and you know the drill. If you want to have wallpapers, there are so many wallpapers, and I never look for it. And we have the ArcoLinux Variety package to help us in any tiling manager, which is now over 28 desktops that we have. There is Skel with double L available. We're overwriting, remember, with the Skel. Take a look at arcolinux.com with a Skel with one L then. And everything is now changed. Okay. Where is Variety? Super Shift D. Now it's launched. Alt N. There is your wallpaper. But I've stopped responding to the questions online of people. Can you give me the wallpaper? I've stopped doing that, right? Too much time. Do this. Add Wallhaven type abstract nature horses sci-fi, I don't know, a tag that exists, and off it goes, finding this one, for example. And there he is. Now I have got a wallpaper, and it's super important and it's super unimportant. Don't let the choice of the distribution be it has nice icons, it has a nice theme, it's a nice wallpaper. Don't let that be the choice. That's the easiest things to change. So it's doing its work. Don't want this anymore. I don't want that anymore. Not this one, just Wallhaven. That's the only ones I want to see. Maybe this one will be a nice one. Maybe the wooden thing has been around for a while already. Voila, wallpapers, dealt with it every single time. Alt N, all the keyboard shortcuts are working. Alt N is next, Alt P is previous, Alt F is favorite, Alt T is trash. It's all in the configurations. Next up, let's go. ArchLinux Tweak Tool. Why is there no NeoFetch? Is NeoFetch not there? Sure it is, but you never told it to pop up, to be there. How do I say it? Control H. There's bashrc, zshrc, and the backups have been made. Ugh, right? Don't open it with LibreOffice. Don't. Just quit it again. Stop. Stop, stop. We can't seem to stop this actually. That is strange. Close window. Yeah, so back to this one. Right mouse click, open with Sublime Text, open with another application, Sublime Text forever, never, never. Use that. Or the other screen? Yeah, I thought so. So this is the bashrc from ArchLinux GUI. Fine, if you're happy with it, great. If you want to end with it and show NeoFetch, also great. It's now done. Control T. It ends with, here it is. We're on Arch. Well, that's true. I haven't looked at the title it presents. ArchLinux Tweak Tool. What I mean by that is this. Okay. Working on ArchLinux, he knows where he is. So we've seen grub. Login is something we haven't done. LightYam is the one that's active. Choose the desktop you want to auto log into. We can say next time around, start with awesome, not with XFCE. Make me learn these tiling window managers. I want to learn more. Well, log in automatically. You'll see that browsing is easy as XFCE or Plasma or Mate or GNOME. It's still just an app that opens up. Firefox is Firefox, Vivaldi is Vivaldi, Chromium is Chromium. So this is all good. Apply settings. Next time around, auto login into awesome. We should check that later on. Mirrors, okay, everything there. We can change lolcat. Let's see. Let's use some other desktops. This is lolcat. Coloring. Choices to make a nice screenshot, basically. No other. There's nothing more than that. Plus, what shall we show? What shall we show? If we're making a screenshot, do we want to show how many packages do we have? Do we want to show the kernel? And so on. So all these things are just clickable, and then it's not there. Show block, show title. Apply your NeoFetch configuration. Number 4, Control T. No colors. 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 So just about choices. That seems to work just nice. Pacman, yeah, is just selecting more. That's as simple as that. So enable Nemesis repo. for example, Control T. Oh, what was it again? Sudo pacman -s L seems to be the list. Give me the list what's inside Nemesis repo. Does not exist. Okay, sure. Let's do sil then. So I can install ArcoLinux Candy Beauty Git. They're all icons, by the way. Edu Candy Beauty, Edu Papyrus, Stella Gray. Let's install that one. So sudo pacman -s. Any of these repos, you can select them and then experiment with the packages that you find there. So if you like Papyrus, maybe you like Papyrus Stella Gray. We're going to go not for the blue one, but the gray version. Papyrus icon theme as big with as the pulling the weight of all the icons, but a few changes in the department of the folders. How do I change it? Do I have Alex appearance? I have Alex appearance. I can go to Quagir Dark, for example, and I can have icon theme Edu Papyrus Dark Tella. So you know that's going to be the icons. This is the Papyrus look, the blue ones. But maybe, right, you don't like the folder, so you go for another folder and look, and then the mouse cursor. There's not much installed yet. We'll install the Bibata cursor later. There it is. That's why I say it's so utterly important. If icons and theme and look and all that, that can be changed. That is super unimportant. So that's that covers a little bit like this, but we can install so much more, right? Privacy is important. HBlock, an application that we have to stop all the advertisement and tracking and all that. Again, the same thing, but then inside Firefox extension. And then the services, inactive, good to know. So by default it's inactive, Avahi, install network discovery, meaning now I'm not just a system in my network. I can look around. I can navigate over inside my network. I can browse and have a look around. But this is a virtual machine, right? It won't work. But on a real metal machine, I would see all my other computers that are in my network, not the internet, my network. We have different choices from all these people, and maybe we have one here as well, so I need to check that, for example. So if there is a difference, I can add it here as well as a choice. Use the one from ArchLinux GUI. It's probably gonna be the one from ArchLinux, so I don't have to do anything. But we have thought about it, about this etc nsswitch.conf, archwiki nsswitch.conf. Read. And we say, okay, I want to have this so I can find my other computers. I can go to a possible NAS, network attached storage, inside my home. Things like that. Samba is more for the specialists, in the sense that you want to share something with people at home. The network at home, you want to install Samba. That's one thing. There are videos about this which explain a lot more, right? Just going through the motions. Easy installation is the best, I think. Just a shared folder. It's explained up here. And otherwise you have to install more things. We need to install our plugins. Our plugins work. The ones from the internet, from AOR, don't. That's this option, user shares. That's right mouse click and share any folder on your home. Here we just make a folder shared, just one folder, and via this shared folder everything goes in, goes out, and it's the doorway, so to speak, to a system. So apply selected Samba. A folder has been created called shared, and everybody can find it. If, right, on real metal. Okay, Create a password. Don't forget that one. Step 3. All steps need to be followed. That's why we numbered it 1, 2, 3. And now you're good to go. You need to reboot actually. So restart. That's fine if you change small things, but in this case, right, first thing, reboot. Shells. We've seen the shell. Control H. We've seen the shell. That's this one. Do you want to keep it? Maybe, right? Some of them you don't want to keep. Some of them you do want to keep. It's entirely up to you. But I can make the decision. Bash and bash completion are already installed. No need to click this one. I can decide to just overwrite the current bash RC and get mine in. Mine meaning the ArchLinux Tweak Tool in. And everything that we have on ArcoLinux is present here as well. Voila. So, to give an example, that's maybe not a good example. RIP, for example. That's good, because with RIP, I can explain a little bit more. The shells use applications, and applications are not installed by default on the other Linux, Arch Linux based systems, and that's why we have this extra thing. The shell configuration of ATT contain aliases that require certain applications. Here you can select a missing application and install them. I just say this one because it says no confirm needed and done. We love transparency. This is what we do to your system. Okay, all these things are now installed. Are they? RIP. So this is RIP. This is rest in peace, or recent installed applications, programs. Oh, okay. So when things happen to your system, you say, last time this was not the case. What happened to it? Then you see and go up and analyze what did we do here. We installed HW probe, DMD code, downgrade is new, bat is new, yay bin is now in, xpack is here, rippack, Samba, we installed Samba. You just go up. This is the list. What has happened to my machine? Lolcat is here. ArcoLinux wallpapers, the grub theme Vimix, the raid mirrors is in. Vicious, awesome is that. That's and here is awesome itself. Allocriti, ArchLinux logout, etc., etc. So this gives you a great way to go back in time, say, okay, what happened to my system? What did I install? And why could this happen to me? So that's bash. We have not gone to something else. That's this one. So ZSH is installed. Although it says is not installed. That's a good thing, right? That's a good find. Let's see. -r ZSH. Yeah. Maybe I should check on the Grumla ZSH config as well. We'll see. Why it says no? Because ZSH is installed. Okay, good for in the video. Later on I'll adapt the code. Install ZSH completion. You know what's going to happen. Something is going to be added, and if you do a RIP, you know exactly what is installed. ZSH completions. Okay, it says so here. We have ZSH syntax highlighting is not installed. Clicking will install it. OMA ZSH git is not installed. Clicking it will install it. Override the ZSH that you currently have with something else. Can be done. It's a choice. This is the current ZSH RC. Actually, none of it is used, except the colors at the top. This is used. So it's a Grummel thing. Best guys for the ISO builders don't use the Grummel thing. Don't add it. It's part of Arch ISO packages. Just don't. Alright, fine. I can overwrite it. Bye. Then of course my ZSH, yes, got it, is now my ZSH from ArchLinux Tweak Tool with my ZSH with the themes that are random at this point in time, but I can go for Robbie Russell or Agnoster, or I can still say random, but ignore these guys. These are really rubbish. Stuff like that. All possible, but mainly because of all the aliases that we have now. If we switch to ZSH, we have not switched to SSH, we just installed it. And you can also get the themes in, restart ATT. Yeah, the tool is getting big, eh? It takes a while to go over everything. One of them I like, I always say the same thing, of course, because yeah, that's what you like. Jonathan, apply the ZSH theme. From now on, it will be Jonathan, if you have our configuration, of course. It's changing it to Jonathan somewhere up here. Instead of random, it's now Jonathan. That's all it is. But it's nice and it's easy. If you just switched, log out, etc., so apply ZSH, that's what you should remember. Otherwise you say, it's broken. No, it's not broken. It's your brain that's broken, right? Think about it. If you change shell, then you need to log out, log in, and suddenly you have ZSH. But this is not Jonathan, actually. Something happened to the system. Let's go. Let's find out. Sublime texts, ZSH. Where are you? There. Number 2. Jonathan. Yeah. Present. RIP. My ZSH is installed. Still, this is not Jonathan. So that's something to figure out on a later moment. Maybe the theme does not exist anymore. Something stupid like that. Who knows? Alright. That's for after the video. Sorry. What I want to do is the ArchLinux Tweak Tool. We're on ZSH. And the look changed a little bit, I guess, right? Choices. So, shells, wow, a lot of things to say. ZSH, Jonathan, I don't know. Let me just click this one as well, another theme, see what happens. Shell ZSH, is this now different? So, to be explored, because the theme seems to be staying the same. I need some time to have a look at the code. Somewhere in here. No, I'll lose too much time. Next thing is fish. Install only fish and restart ATT to configure. Okay. So let's just sudo pacman -s-fish. And then we have fish installed. Already installed. Check. Overwrite your config if you would have one, right? It will overwrite it and make a copy, a pack. Fish config has been saved. That's just a small way of doing things. The most minimal things is just to make a folder and get this in. Let's open it. So again, aliases, a lot of aliases. Or you say, give me the whole package, the ATT fish package, and it will include scripts to install all my fish, the themes, the plugins, eventually the ones you like. You just change them the way you see fit. So if you want to have fish, you have to apply fish, quit ATT, super X, log out, log back in, and you'll be on fish. This is fish. Let's take another wallpaper, Alt-N. It's available at your fingertips. This is the next one, Alt-N. And this is the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And this is what happens when I make all these screenshots. People say, give me the wallpaper. And I say, nope, I stopped it, right? Variety, Wallhaven, showed you how in many videos already. Okay, ArchLinux Tweak Tool. ArchLinux Tweak Tool. Yeah, escape. Look how different everything is. And one of the things, I get it when people say, Eric, why don't you make fish available? Because it's educational. Tab. Look at it. SB, alternate database location. SC, remove all packages from cache. SD, skip all dependency checks. Oh, display members of all packages groups. That would be nice. Who is in Plasma? Oh my god, when I type sudo pacman -s plasma, this is what I install. And one of the things, let's include that one as well. Oh, what was it again? KDE applications, meta, or just applications? This one, I guess. Yeah. I see all the games. Sometimes people select the KDE applications and they say, well, I don't want to have all this rubbish. How is it possible? It's because you selected it. You typed it. Somebody in the process of the building of the ice somewhere, you said, go and install the KDE applications. And that's it. The Blinken, Bomber, they're all games. Yes, I know you need Dolphin, but you'll get all the rest as well. Kajong is another game here. So voilà. Know what contains it. And I get it. Fish is interesting. Sudo pacman -s ArcoLinux. Look at that, right? I'm gonna install ArcoLinux does git. Or you know what? I'm gonna install MetaFun. Boom. MetaFun is going to be installed. All fun stuff, skulls and all that. Images, ASCII things, stuff. It's fun. You just ArcoLinux ASCII Aquarium. You just type in ArcoLinux fun on ArcoLinux.com website. It's filled with stuff like that. That's why it's called fun. All right, ArchLinux Tweak Tool. Just showing why fish might be interesting for you. All right, finally got through that. Terminals. Not going to go into the detail of this thing. Basically, it's theming, right? There's an application called Allocriti Themes. If you happen to like Allocriti, you happen to have that terminal and you want to have more themes, that's it. If you happen to have XFCE4, but you would like to have some more themes, there are hundreds of themes here as well, maybe 200, 300 themes here, 100 here. Termite, we've created ourselves a lot of themes, and there were themes, but then you have to go to the Termite terminal, which is kind of on hold, well, stopped its development. But as a developer, I always see new package builds. I always see updates of this package, but mainly it's probably maintenance then, but it stopped the project. Huh? The maintainer, developer stopped working on it. Here we have some other options. New fetch, again, the lolcat thing, making it colorful, yes, no. But there are other stuff, if you would say not this one. Screen fetch needs to be installed. It's now installed. Every click is going to install it. It looks a little bit different. It has nothing to do with NeoFetch, so this is not working. This is not NeoFetch. This is screen fetch. Okay, a little bit different. There's also ALCI, which is interesting to have a look at. Let's take it also with colors. Right, and this thing, sorry, but it's like that. ALCI. You like it, you hate it. You hate it, you don't use it. Paleo fetch. This is our logo. ArcoLinux logo. Hey. So, themes will work if you install i3, will work if you have Awesome. Awesome we have Power RO Dark, Apply, Super Shift R. We've got ourselves a new theme up here. Oh no, changed. If you install Qtile, we can set the themes here. And last but not least, if you want to have a user, we can say, let's have Joe around. Joe is an administrator and the password is Joe, and I confirm that his password is Joe. And when you log out, quit ATT, Control Super X, log out, that will be Joe. And Joe has his password Joe. I'm in, right? Oh, I need to set everything up again because I'm a different guy. There is an Eric and there's a Joe. And Joe has his own configurations, his own settings, his own bash profile, his own bash RC. ATT did not run yet because there's no bash RC back. ZSHRC back. Anything else, of course, yes. In the file system, etc, pacman.com, for example, there is a back file. There's always, should be always, if not report, a back to reset things. The reset button is important. We don't want to, we need to be able to turn back the clock if needed. Resetting everything. Voila, we've gone through. Just gonna figure out ZSH there, and for the rest, I think it's a go. I don't think we've seen anything that was not working. Ah yeah. So what I'm doing now is Ctrl-Alt-E. I'm Joe. I need to type Joe. Ctrl-Alt-E is ArchLinux Tweak Tool. Just going over it again to see if I need to change anything. There is a SDM that we have not tried yet. That's true. Let's go to DWM, install that. Super X, remember, well, actually make it an habit to shut down the ATT nicely. So quit ATT, Super X, log out, I know. And I should do what I say, right? Now, gonna be back Eric. I've made so much effort in my design. So, oops, what did I do? Super X, log out. This does not look like DWM. DWM, thank you very much. It does not remember, you have to tell it again. Voila. Alt-N. Something's not right. Ctrl-T, Super Shift-T. Ah, that works. So we're missing a Ctrl-T. Good to see. Ctrl-T might be. Let's see. Open terminal here. Oh la, noise in the street. Sudo pacman -s. ArcoLinux. I wonder if you need the ST thing. That would be a good find. If it is. So Super Shift Enter and Super Enter. Ctrl-T. We need to have a terminal if we launch it. So So that's not normally actually. So let's have a look. Or shall we look at it at a later time? Yeah, okay. I'll do that later. Ctrl-Alt-E. That's not working either. We've Awesome installed. Yeah, okay. Sudo pacman -s, the sexy hotkey demon. Is that installed? It is installed. Skel. Let's see. Yes. Some things changed. I thought I saw it move a little bit. Because we can't seem to launch anything. Let me teach you a trick. pkill, and then DWM. By DWM, back to XFC, for example. We've changed stuff here as well. Don't like the white thing. Appearance, dark, close. Done. Okay. The video is not on an end. We thought it was finished. We discover more. But these are minor things, right? Something is missing in DWM. I just have to say add this or that application, that's all. And we'll make a new release. What I was going to think is the login. So SDDM is not there, LightDM is. Fine, what if we want to change? Then we install SDDM. Login. Inactive. Enable SDDM, step 1. Think about it. Enable things. Apply the SDDM configuration from ATT. Auto reboot. Okay. Since there was no SDDM, it was already there. There was no need for me to do it, but you don't know that. That's code that happens in the back. You auto login into something, into Awesome, for example. Then the theme, ArcoLinux Simplicity, is there. Installing missing ArcoLinux SDM themes if you need to say, oh my god, I wish I had. Well, all of them are here now. And the Bibata cursor is not yet installed. Voila, Bibata cursor is there. And then you apply the settings. Now we need to see if it works. Quit ATT. Nicely. Now we restart. It depends how long you want to wait, but in VirtualBox we can actually expedite things. Right Control R is going to reboot it immediately, reset it immediately. And voila, SDDM works, login automatically works, log out and we have something else, not LightDM anymore. Simplicity with the choices in here to select whatever we want. So that's okay, that's cool. Sure. Again, my reflex, right? Ctrl-Alt-E. And then you launch ArchLinux Tweak Tool. What did we not do? I would like to install BSPWM as well. I'm thinking I'm just missing something in DWM. That's what I'm guessing. But of course I need to dive into the code. Stop guessing. grub is there. Maybe you didn't like the light version. This one is something I like. Choose and apply. Login, nothing to say here anymore, except don't log in again, and then save or apply. We did not show you the slick greeter. That's possible as well. It's another way of greeting you. All the rest we've tested. This one is something we need to actually revisit. So apply ZSH, that's already that. Next time around I'll be in ZSH themes, i3 Allocriti, and then we can choose it here, but it's basically just the same. I'll drop down, save, and i3 theme or Qtile theme is changed. So PSPWM, okay. Eric, escape, quit ATT, super X, log out. BSPWM, welcome. Ctrl T, super shift enter, all working nicely. Alt N, I'm tired of this wallpaper. Alt N, next wallpaper please. And we'll have this one for a while till we don't want it anymore. Alt N again. Click. Oh my god. Alt T, trash. You want to trash again. Alt T, and it's gone. Come on, next one. Thank you. Bye. But sometimes it's easier to just go inside the wallpaper selector. Oh no, all the XFC rubbish is there. That's what that's what Scale does for you. Remember we typed Scale at some point in time? What do you think happens? Preferences, add, wall even, abstract. That's all you need to do because all the files are already there. Stuff is already downloaded. Just click here and then back here, and then you can select this one, for example. Close, close, and action. No, too soon. Voila, that's it. Or Alt N, give me another one. The next one. That's a nice one. If you like it, you type Alt F. And F is favorite. It's now saved away in a folder called favorites. And from time to time, you make it, you put it on Google Drive or on OneDrive, anywhere, separate. And you've got yourself a collection of wallpapers. All right, 53 minutes. Basically, I'll experiment a little bit more. I'll add the ArchLinux Tweak Tool to say, we have now 10 distributions that we support, and ArchLinux GUI being one of them. And yeah, that's it. Figuring out two things, DWM and a ZSH, and that's it. All right, cheers.